Right, so an idea just finally clicked together that I want to talk through and see if it's just a good feeling or there might be something to this. Right, so I keep thinking about what am I learning from all the phenomenological philosophy reading that I've been doing, also doing a course at Oxford, name drop. But the fundamental insight there is, to me, that it's interested in the study of what's a phenomenon and what's the experience of that phenomenon, right? And then that word phenomenon, let's call it a thing, just for short, because it doesn't matter for the purposes of what I'm talking about. So there's things, and then a lot of people start discussing, oh, but what about this aspect of the thing? What about this aspect of the thing? So the best metaphor that can help us to talk through what phenomenology is able to do is a Rubik's Cube. So a Rubik's Cube has many different positions it could be in, but it's a Rubik's Cube, right? At the core, there is a thing that is the Rubik's Cube. Then there is a Rubik's Cube that is perfectly set. There's the Rubik's Cube that somebody can do really fast. There's two Rubik's Cubes. There is comparing a big Rubik's Cube to a small Rubik's Cube. All of these things that you can rotate around the core axis of the Rubik's Cube. And that mechanism of the Rubik's Cube, that thing, that is the essential Rubik's Cube. Now, in the words of Edmund Husserl, that is kind of the reduced phenomenon. That's what you need to reduce to. The thing that stays there when you move everything else that's possibly movable as a I don't want to use variable that much because it's like a word that gets very quantitative associations, but aspects, you consider within a region, he uses the word region, and then you can just imagine a spherical extension, like the circles around the planet, and then the planet itself is the thing, and then here you have extended things, and then it relates to other things as well. That's why in the metaphor of the Rubik's Cube, I said, there could be one Rubik's Cube and two Rubik's Cubes, and then you can judge the relationship, which one's smaller, which one's bigger. Right, but it's a Rubik's Cube. I have no idea why this is such a hard discussion to have with people, because somebody would agree, like fundamentally, there is a Rubik's Cube, but then they just love feeling like they're in disagreement about whether, this particular Rubik's Cube that's set in a particular way has anything to do with the other, just because they are like tweaked in one position offset. So the helpfulness of phenomenology is to try and find kind of the boundaries of a phenomenon in its essential nature. And even then, it's a very rough estimation. You can't be precise with it. You shouldn't be precise with it. But how much precision do we need for the things that phenomenology is good for? We probably don't. We have other philosophies, other methods, but phenomenology can really show us what Rubik's Cube is.